Hello and welcome to Rev Sports. I'm Gargi Raut, and joining me today for the show is Debashish Sen and Shomik Chakraborty, who's joining us from Rajkot. But there are a lot of things to talk about, especially when we talk about the BCB conundrum when it comes to the World Cup. Where does the matter stand right now? What has the ICC said? What has the BCB said? We will talk about that, but we will also talk about the upcoming IPL, which starts right after the World Cup. And we have to talk about uh, you know where RCB will play, because Chinnaswamy at this point seems like there will be no matches happening there. From the reports that we've heard so far, from what our sources are saying, RCB might as well play in Navi Mumbai, is what the reports are saying, on the internet, and RR as well, who will play in Pune by what it looks like. But Shomik, I'll go over to you first. Sorry, Debashish, I'll go over to you first. When we talk about the BCB update at this point, a lot happened in the past couple of days. We know that a lot of officials from BCB and the government, Bangladesh government as well, started saying that ICC had said a certain things, that if Mustafizur Rahman is in the team, there might be security concerns, this and that. But that all seemed like it was coming out of nowhere from the Bangladesh government and the BCB. But then this morning we have an official document, or rather an official update from BCB regarding the ICC, decision on venue relocation. Tell us what the latest updates are.
Yeah, Gargi. Obviously, we thought that yesterday there was a press briefing from Asif Najrul, the sports advisor. He went on record saying that ICC security team, see, quote unquote, ICC security team. No way the ICC has sent a letter to BCB. ICC security team written by David Musker, who is part of the security team, letter dated January 8. They have written to Bangladesh Cricket Board suggesting that there might be security concerns with respect to three issues. Means first, obviously, there might be security concerns if Bangladesh have Mustafizur Rahman in their side. Second is, if Bangladeshi fans traveling to India, they are roaming about in India with their national team jersey, there can be a security reason. And obviously, with the elections coming, there always has to be a threat with the Bangladeshi team. So these are the three issues that have been raised by ICC security team. But ICC later in the day yesterday, according to sources, have clarified that they have not written anything to the Bangladesh Cricket Board, and it is just a communication between the ICC security team and the Bangladesh Cricket Board. So ICC has categorically clarified that it is not their stance on neither they have written to BCB, because BCB, if you remember, BCB has already sent two mails to International Cricket Council requesting them to shift their matches from India, and ICC is yet to reply to the second mail, which has been sent by BCB. So the update as of now is ICC is still firm about their stance of staging the T20 World Cup matches in India, come what may, because they have internally reviewed the situation in India, and they have found no security concerns whatsoever. So yes, the standpoint with ICC is that they are going ahead with the matches that were scheduled. The schedule were announced back in November. So they are going ahead with the schedule that was already sent, and BCB are also fixed on their standpoint of not sending their team to India.
From this morning, we got an update or a media release from the media department of BCB, which said that the Bangladesh Cricket Board wishes to clarify reports regarding recent references to communication from the ICC. The correspondence cited today by the advisor for the Ministry of Youth and Sports was in reference to an internal communication between BCB and ICC Security Department related to threat assessments for the Bangladesh team ahead of the World Cup. This does not constitute a formal response from the ICC to the BCP's request for relocation. Shomik, we all know and heard what Asif Azrul said, and now they had to come out and clarify, because obviously that wasn't an official communication from the ICC. But this does not look good on BCB or the Bangladesh government.
Gargi, to cut a long story short, ICC has rejected Bangladesh Cricket Board security concerns. End of story. Simply, Bangladesh will have to play 3 group league matches in Calcutta and another one in Bombay. Schedule is going to remain unaffected, full stop. And if they don't play, they can. I mean, it is absolutely their discretion. If they don't want to play in Calcutta and in Bombay, Bangladesh, then they will have to forfeit points, and there would be financial consequences also. I'm coming to the financial part a little later. To start with, what Mr. Nazrul said yesterday was totally. I mean, nothing could be see, nothing could be a bigger departure from truth. He said that ICC has asked this Mustafizur Rahman shouldn't be picked. First of all, it is not ICC's domain. ICC cannot direct any of its member nations as regards the squad composition is concerned. That is to start with. Eventually, towards later in the evening, BCCI has to come with a face saver. I think Mr. Nazrul embarrassed Bangladesh Cricket Board, and that is why the damage control started, saying that it was not in formal capacity, informal. I mean, someone who is directly attached to the Bangladesh government, there can be nothing informal whenever he is saying this. But I don't know how did he manufacture this. The fact of the matter is that Bangladesh ICC has rejected, and ICC will not say another word. ICC has rejected Bangladesh consequences. The ball is in Bangladesh's court, BCB's court. If Bangladesh now, they will have to take a decision. If Bangladesh wants to play in India, as per the schedule, because there will be no change in the schedule, then that is up to them. If they don't, then that is also up to them. Coming to the financial consequences, ICC's revenue share from the Bangladesh Cricket Board's revenue share, and the smaller nations are very much dependent on the ICC revenue share. ICC is it's around 4.47% from the central pool, which amounts to $26.7 million dollars annually. Now, in that revenue share, there is a participation clause. Participation, if you don't participate in ICC events, in ICC events, then that can be altered. Because ICC, if Bangladesh refuse to turn up for the T20 World Cup, then they are breaching that participation clause which they signed. Now, if they don't do that, their revenue share will also change on a pro rata basis. Simple as that. And which could be a financial apocalypse for a cricket nation like Bangladesh. Bangladesh, commercially, they don't generate revenue like India or England or Australia. They are very much dependent on the ICC revenue share. I hope, as regards the Bangladesh, better sense will eventually prevail. Once again, the uh, once again the gist of the story is the T20 World Cup schedule is going to remain unaffected, unchanged.
That seems to be the likely outcome out of all of this. Because if BCB fails to validate the security concerns, then I don't see a reason why ICC will go ahead with the relocation and take all of that logistical problems on their own head. Don't think that will happen. But moving on from this topic to now the IPL, everyone's wanting to know what's going on with RCB at this moment. From the reports that we've heard, Debashish, it seems like RCB will play their home games in Navi Mumbai and Raipur. If I'm not wrong, did I say it right? Raipur, right? Give me 1 second. Yes, Navi Mumbai and Raipur. What are your have you heard anything, Debashish, at this point? What are your sources saying?
I have been only seeing the reports that the matches of RCB might be shifted. Yes, the Justice Kuna Commission did mention it, that in its report, that the design and structure of the Chinnaswamy Stadium is not up to the mark. Means obviously there, and it's not and he has categorically said in his report that it is unsuitable and unsafe for a public gathering. And he has also recommended several things, among which was the entry and exit gates at the stadium. So clearly, and even going back in just last month only, there was a Vijay Hazare Trophy match which was supposed to be held, that was also not given the go-ahead. So clearly, there were concerns relating to staging of matches after that June 4th incident. So clearly, that what we are hearing, that the RCB matches might be shifted to Navi Mumbai, where they might play 3 matches. In fact, where in Navi Mumbai they might play more than 3 matches, and also 2 matches in Raipur.
Shomik, what are you hearing on this? Because it seems like Rajasthan Royals will also play their home games in Pune. What's going on?
Yeah, so Rajasthan Royals, as regards Rajasthan Royals, I still don't know what the exact reason is, but as far as RCB are concerned, they are never going to even see. Chinnaswamy was not given the permission to host a Vijay Hazare Trophy game that Devashish mentioned, with Virat Kohli playing for Delhi, right? And the match had to be moved out to the center of BCCI Center of Excellence. So there is no chance. I mean, the thing is that um, there are some political issues here also. There are some. D. Shivakumar, who is the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, he said, and Venkatesh Prasad, while assuming the president's office at the Karnataka State Cricket Association, he said he will bring cricket back, top level cricket back to Chinnaswamy. And as, as far as that Vijay Hazare Trophy match is concerned, the KSC officials met the state government, and they said, okay, fine. They kept it open ended. They said, fine, we don't have a problem, provided you got the police permission. Now, the police permission didn't come. You can read between the lines. The police permission, the government formally, the government said, okay, we are clearing it. But the police permission didn't come. As regards the Vijay Hazare Trophy, Delhi's Vijay Hazare Trophy match involving Virat Kohli. Now, if that is the case for a Vijay Hazare Trophy match, then it's very unlikely. Going ahead, IPL is still 3 months away. Going ahead, there would be hectic backroom polish. But unless there is an 11th hour change, I don't see RCB. I don't see RCB playing their matches at Chinnaswamy. And also, you have to keep it. Let's see, because I mean, the current ownership of the RCB, they have put the franchise on the market. Strategic review has been initiated, and by March 31st, there could be a change in ownership. Now it is Karnataka state government, and Karnataka has a Congress government. Now there are certain political issues involved, but at this moment in time, because things can change as far as politics and sports are concerned, things can change. But at this moment in time, it looks very unlikely that RCB would be playing their matches at Chinnaswamy.
Fitmonk here is asking a question. Changing the home venue is illogical. You can really feel for Bangalore fans. Is this really justice? That is something that can be debated. This obviously you will feel for Bangalore fans, but at the same time, there is no sporting authority that can supersede the government or what the Supreme Court or even the High Court says. Yes, Shomik.
I think this is my personal opinion, but Gargi, I think RCB have only themselves to blame. If they wouldn't have ignored the police directive as regards their IPL victory parade, victory celebration, if they would have given the state government, the local administration, and the police at least a couple of days to prepare, it wouldn't have happened. They stuck to their point that we have to do it at the very next day. What was the hurry? What was the hurry? I mean, if it is, if it is, if it is to, if it is to satisfy the demand of a star cricketer or star cricketers, that is also, I mean, that logic also doesn't hold water. So from that point of view, RCB only have themselves to blame for this situation.
Yeah, I also feel the same, Gargi.
Yeah.
I also feel the same what Sumikta is saying. Means they themselves have to be blamed. Means obviously, 11 lives were lost. You were present there, Gargi, for that event, and 11 lives means there cannot be no substitute when you have 11 innocent people dying. So I think, yes, it might sound unfair or injustice to the fans, but security, public safety and security are paramount. And the fans who are paying to watch the matches, their security and safety is paramount for the Royal Challengers Bengaluru franchise as well as Karnataka State Cricket Association. That's full stop. It's obviously security, safety and security. People people pay their penny to go and enjoy a match, not to give away their lives, and that is what it is.
All right. Now let's talk about the game in Rajkot. A lot of people asking what the conditions are, what it is like over there. Priyanshu is saying now the new stadium is the Lord's copy. Yes, we all know. This was a trivia question that was asked to me by Boria sir in London when I first went to Lords, and he said there's one stadium in India that looks exactly like this, and I was like, which one? Because I had never been there. I did not know that the Rajkot press box looks exactly like Lords.
Gargi, the fact is that, I mean, very refreshingly going beyond that, and that you were talking about the new Lord's press box and the Saurashtra Cricket Association new press box. I personally feel the Lord's stayed at Lord's the old press box and the old balcony. The old balcony that is more a lot more charming, because this is yes, this is this is stylish, but somehow that old world charm is missing. That This is my personal thing. As far as this new Niranjan Shah Stadium is concerned, two things. One is that this is one region where refreshingly you can go beyond, because the cricket heritage and culture of this place, of this region, not only Rajkot, I'm talking about Saurashtra, it allows you to go beyond the Rokomania. I was talking to Jaidev Shah, as he is a very good friend. Jaidev Shah is the former Saurashtra captain and current Saurashtra Cricket Association president. And when I spoke to him, when I asked him about the any special program, Rokomania, and he rightly said, "Cricket ko cricket hi rehne do yaar." So because this is a place of Ranjit Singh ji, this is a place of Dalip Singh ji, this is a place of Vinu Mankad, Salim Durrani, Karsan Ghavdi, Dilip Doshi, you name it, Cheteshwar Pujara, Ravindra Jadeja. There are others like Jaydev Unatkar, but I am sticking to the legends only. I have filed a special story on this also. So it is not about, and I can, which I mentioned in the copy, in my copy, this is here also, I'm saying this for our viewers. In the 1930s, uh, Ranjit Singh ji bought two emeralds. One a 17th century emerald, another one is an 18th century emerald. And in 2005, those were supposed to go under the hammer at Christie's in London. Now, the palace, which is the Jam Sahib of Nawanagar, they had no idea that those would be put on auction. And when they came to know about it, they were stunned that how did the heirloom leave the royal family? They contacted Christie's, and given their their connection, Christie's acceded to their request. So eventually, those emeralds were not put under the hammer. But how did those emeralds leave? You can attribute it, maybe you can attribute it to palace intrigues. But so many stories. And here, that is the reason why. And to be honest, Gargi and also Devashish, this Roko mania is getting a tad boring. Cricket ko cricket hi rehne do yaar.
See, the thing is, perspective is a funny thing. It's getting boring to us because we've been following the game, we've been seeing them for a long time. We're not, I mean, yes, they're superstars, but we're not necessarily, as journalists, as professionals, we are not awestruck by these cricketers. We are doing our job, we are analyzing the game, but it's completely different for the audience. There are so many times when I will be covering a match and you'll just be standing there, and right next to you there will be a group of fans that will be going absolutely crazy, and you think, what's even going on? And you try to think from their perspective. And someone actually did, because I turned around to someone else and I said, what is so special about this? I understand that it's sport and all, but the kind of craze that you see in India for these cricketers is something you don't see anywhere else. It's idol worshipping, yes. And that person, turned to me and said, it's about reach. You are here every day, you cover every single match, is why you don't feel like that it's anything special. But some of these people, save up for months, for years, to come and watch a good game, to come and watch their heroes and idols. So I think, yeah, perspective is a funny thing. But Debashish, there was one question here that I wanted to ask. Oh, look at what Fitmonk is saying. Shomik sir, you are the historian as well. Anyways, great story. But yes, Debashish, let's get back to India versus New Zealand. Washington Sundar also now injured. Two players from the Indian squad injured. First, it was Rishabh Pant. Now Washington Sundar. Ayush Badoni being brought in as a like-to-like replacement. Ayush Badoni bowls good off spin, also bats top of the order, but don't see him getting a chance in the playing 11.
No, yesterday myself and Shomikda were discussing in our Bangla Live, and Shomikda reiterated the point that there might be a case for Ayush Badoni in that, and because you cannot have both Ravindra Jadeja and Akshar Patel, but there is not a golden rule that why you can't play both left arm spinners. That is one thing, and yes, Akshar Patel and Ravindra Jadeja, especially Akshar Patel, I think he is coming back after viral fever. So I think he deserves a place given the way he has performed, particularly in white ball format. But there might be a case where you can get in a Ayush Badani, who has been billed as like for like replacement, as you said. So I won't be surprised if Ayush Badani gets and you know why. You know why I'm saying that he might get a debut. Now that he is in the squad, and he will have to wait for his next turn when he will get an opportunity. Until and unless he bowls out of the skin or he scores brilliantly at lower down the order, I don't see Ayush Badani when all the players are fit getting a next opportunity. So he will have to wait for his turn. But I think these two matches, you never know with the think tank. And now that he is in the squad in place of the injured Washington Sundar, he might well get a chance. But I would rather love to see Akshar Patel into the playing 11.
Shomik, yes.
Gargi, first of all, they will have to play Ayush Badoni because they have brought in Ayush Badani as a like for like replacement for Washington Sundar. Now, Rajkot has always been a batting paradise. I don't know how the pitch will play at this stadium. It's the new stadium, Niranjan Shah Stadium. I don't know how but usually Rajkot has been a feather bed, and you cannot play. Your only option for an all-rounder, if you don't play Ayush Badoni is Nitish Kumar Reddy. But I don't think you can play Nitish Kumar Reddy's dibbly-dobbly medium pace and all on in these conditions. So, and when you have brought in Ayush Badoni at the expense of someone like Sams Mulani, who has been performing as Devashish rightly said, no, I don't think any playing conditions bar a team from playing two left-arm spin bowling all-rounders. There, I don't think as of now, as far as I know, there is no embargo in playing two left-arm spin bowling all-rounders. But then again, he wanted someone to be like for like for Washington Sundar. Ayush Badoni off late has improved his off-spin bowling. People can talk about Tanush Kurtian, but Tanush Kurtian is basically an out and out red ball bowler. I can tell you last year, even the Bombay selectors decided to drop him from um, the Vijay Hazare Trophy, but then he was picked for India A for red ball matches, and the selectors didn't have to drop him. Tanush Kotian is basically an out and out red ball bowler. He struggles a bit as regards white ball cricket, as regards with his bowling in white ball cricket. Now you have Ayush Badoni. Ayush Badoni, he hasn't he in domestic cricket, he wasn't setting the stands alight with his batting, but he has improved his off spin bowling. And a batsman of his, when you have trusted him to be a replacement for Washington Sundar, you should play him. Otherwise, it can be construed as you are offering freebies.
Absolutely. We'll take final couple of questions and then close the show. Although freaking awesome is saying, although Rajkot is a high scoring venue, chasing 300 plus is difficult here as the wicket will slow down drastically in the second innings. No team here have has no team won here by chasing in ODIs. India lost 3 out of 4 ODIs here. All right. Let's see some more. These are all lots of spam. But Debashish, how do you see, the playing 11 playing out at this point? No Washington Sundar. So who do you think
I don't think it won't matter, Gargi. If you ask
Yeah.
me, the top five looking settled with KL Rahul also shouldering responsibility. But only thing that concerns me is that KL Rahul should bat at number 5 and not number 6. You should have KL Rahul batting at number 5 now with Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, all top four getting runs in the first ODI, and with also KL Rahul taking India home. I think the batting really looks settled. Means there has been no two ways, no doubts about it, at least, and also with Ravindra Jadeja as well. But it goes to be seen as to whether India will give an opportunity to Arshdeep Singh, who missed out in the first ODI. I would definitely love to see an Arshdeep Singh because left-hander in any side, any lineup, he adds variety. And Arshdeep Singh has time and again proved it. He could bowl in at the power play. He could bowl in at the deaths. Yes, you have a Harshit Rana and a Prasidh Krishna who went for a lot many runs in the first ODI, but they have been persisted with. So they're definitely, the team management must have the confidence in both of these young bowlers. So that's the reason they are getting more opportunities. But yes, Harshit Rana especially, I was quite impressed by the way he batted. Means obviously in that pressure situation to come out and batted the way he did, I think. But clearly, Arshdeep Singh, and also obviously one force change with Washington Sundar now being out. So they are definitely someone will have to replace. It may be maybe Akshar Patel, or it may be Ayush Badani getting a maiden cap. So, but overall, if you ask me about the batting, I think the Indian team looks a very settled side as far as batting is concerned.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Debashish and Shomik, for joining everyone who's... yes, Shomik.
A couple of things for our viewers, Gagi. One is that this stadium has a capacity of 29,000. Tickets, it's going to be a sellout. So far, 90% tickets have been sold. Ticket prices start from 1,500 and it goes up to 7,000. These are the two things for our viewers. And you asked about the playing 11. I think Ayush Badoni, as Devashish said, Ayush Badoni would replace Washington Sundar, and they might not do it, but I believe they should. Once again, I totally agree with Devashish that they should play Arshdeep Singh in place of Prasidh Krishna.
All right, we'll just have to wait and watch to see what happens. But from what Shomik is saying, that could be a possibility as well. Don't think either Rishabh Pant's injury or Washington Sundar's injury affects Indian team at this moment as much, because a very large bench strength as well. But thank you so much, Debashish and Shomik, for joining. Shomik, looking forward to your coverage of the second ODI as well. And to everyone who's watching, don't forget to like.